Good morning, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read. We're going to use the beautiful Tarot of Mystical Moments here for this reading. And my new favourite crush. I have crushes on many tarot decks. I actually am to a point though where I've got a few to give away, so I'll be announcing that over the next couple of weeks. I feel like I want to do so many things, and I know I say it and then I get distracted by everything else that's going on in life, but I do get round to things eventually. I want to give another shout out this morning to Sonia from Cosmic Harmony. If you haven't sort of subscribed to Sonia's channel, I really would go there at the moment. I know her readings very much align with the energies that I'm getting at the moment, and that sort of is, I guess, where we feel we resonate with certain readers and we feel their energy. I don't watch a lot of videos, especially anymore. I used to sort of be quite obsessed with them many years ago, but I certainly have readers that I really like watching, and the sort of readers I like watching are probably a lot deeper than other readers, so they sort of get in amongst the really deep energies, and I really enjoy that. But Sonia's reading is really, it's quite astounding, so have a look for her. Cosmic Harmony. JDS Tarot saying there is always a feeling with some readers that you feel very aligned with their energy. Sometimes we don't find them so easy on YouTube. You know, it's really easy to see there are, you know, so many readers that sometimes they come up and you see they've got like 100,000 subscribers and you've never seen them before. So it blows me away a little bit. Ace of Wands coming through there. But yeah, there are some readers, and the reason I'm talking about that is because San Tarot had this deck. That's where I saw it. She had the other one too. So if you've not seen San Tarot, I'd have a look at her too. She's really very good. If you want readers that do really good twin flame energies, then Yildiz Tarot. She's an Australian reader. She's very good with the twin flames energy, very much on point. So if you're looking for somebody because you're following for twin flames, I'd head to her channel. But yeah, it's sort of like it's who you align with, what sort of readers sort of make you feel that they've got your story in hand, but it's also aligning with the energies, and that is a natural thing to do. All right, let's get into this reading. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands coming through. I've got to say it's a very pretty Nine of Wands, isn't it? It doesn't really have that sort of energy of the traditional Nine of Wands, although I do see the thorns going through the rose here, so that probably does sort of give rise to, you know, pain and suffering. The Nine of Wands is the card of the wounded warrior. It's very much the energy of cycling pain, going through things many times in order to learn the lessons, and sometimes we get to the 9 before we really understand what the lessons are. It's very much about, I want to say, circling the drain here, because you're coming up to the 10 by doing that. But it's very much this energy that I've done this before. I can't understand why I've got back here again. And you're starting with the 9 of Wands to realize there's a cycle that needs closing out and you need to move to the next energy. Now we have the Ace of Cups here, which is a very beautiful card. And the Ace of Cups talks about a new start in love. It can be around something creative like a project. It can certainly be new love in terms of a new relationship, a new start in a relationship, leveling up in a relationship. But for some unknown reason, I've got this sort of fear energy here with this Nine of Wands. Like, I don't want to go into this. I've done this before. I've been around before. I'm not really sure I want to take a chance on this new love. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, wow, this is really potent energy this morning. And we have the Sun here. So I want to tell you, with the Sun here, it doesn't matter. This is a good thing. But when the Seven of Cups comes up, it always makes me see that you've been traveling through some sort of illusion for a very long time. And it sort of brings to mind the energy of perhaps having relationships that haven't turned out so well for you, or being in jobs where you've constantly sort of got you're backstabbed, but whatever it is, you've been through it so many times, and then all of a sudden this incredible opportunity comes with the Ace of Cups, and you're fearing once again that it's an illusion that's going to take you back round on this path. The Seven of Cups is very much that energy of believing things were meant to be a certain way. So in the Nine of Wands energy, you have kept doing something the same way over and over again and got the same result. The Seven of Cups says to me that you have recognized the pattern, you've recognized the illusion you've created for yourself, and I feel like you're ready to stop now with the Sun here. So it's like finally some light has been shone on something for you to understand. Now for others of you, what I'm feeling here, because I'm getting two very different energies, that perhaps some of you have just realized with this Ace of Cups the love you have for yourself, and perhaps you're not ready to embark on something again because this time you're coming from a place of self-love, whereas before you may have not realized the level of love you had for yourself. All right, so we have the Four of Cups, so you may be very likely, yet Five of Cups, walking away from something here. So we have a King of Wands, so you could be dealing with a Leo, Sag or Aries here, and I can work back on this one, it's a little easier. There is something here that's created a lot of disappointment in the past. I feel like you may have done a lot of work on yourself. You may have really hit it well with the Ace of Cups because there's a high level of love for yourself here. And maybe this time around with this person, you don't want to get into the same situation again. So I feel like with that Seven of Cups, you're realizing the illusions perhaps you've created for yourself in the past. And that says to me, but this time you're coming from this place of love and respect for yourself. You're doing things really differently this time. And that's the Sun energy. So I feel like whoever this person is, maybe you're setting good boundaries with that Nine of Wands. Maybe you're putting things in place so it doesn't happen again. But this time it's going to be really good because you're coming from the place of self-love. All right, let's see what's going on. Three of Cups coming through. Isn't it interesting? It's the Three of Cups and there isn't a single cup in that picture. Now, I know that probably years ago would have really annoyed me. Like I used to find I'd watch movies and when they weren't true to what they were talking about, I'd get really irritated by it. I think, why would you call it that when it really doesn't mean that? But nowadays I'm like, yeah, sure. If that's the Three of Cups energy for you and you don't need to have cups to show that, then it's okay. I'm just going to roll with the punches. The Three of Cups is a card that talks about nostalgia, remembering. It can talk about reunions, bringing people together. We definitely have, three people sort of in that circle. So it's bringing three people or a group of people back together. It can talk about celebrations with family and friends. It can talk about reunions as in like school reunions, family reunions. The thing is, for me, very often shows, even in personal relationships, that there are more than two people in a relationship. Now, I'm looking at these thinking of Venn diagrams here. Ooh. I feel like here, no, I'm going to leave it a moment. I'm going to put a couple more cards on it because I'm feeling like here it isn't like I normally see it. I feel like it's got a bit of a different feel. Now I have the King of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Eight of Swords coming through here. We got a lot of Eight of Swords energy through this morning, so I feel like a lot of people realizing perhaps some sort of victim mentality here. Which reminds me, I was going to put something up on my channel or my Facebook page. I'll do that later on, victim mentality, because it's very much worth watching. Will change your view of victim mentality and maybe highlight some of the things we do in life that are part of our victim mentality or our trauma. It looks as though we have a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in the picture here. I feel like this, look at this picture, look at her hair, look at this, and this coming through here with the ship. It's just beautiful energy. It's so Alice in Wonderland. I feel like here somebody has had you stuck in some sort of mentality. Or maybe you're working with somebody, maybe you're already in some sort of situation and already in this sort of Five of Swords victim mentality. I feel like you want to walk away from something here. I'll go back and have a look at the mini read, but it's like you want to leave something behind here because of your own fears. And I feel like it's got to do with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Three of Cups is a card that talks of something coming between two people. So maybe you're dealing with someone that is dealing with someone else. Maybe you are in a situation where you feel there is something coming between you and somebody else, or it's actually starting to... I can't help thinking that for some of you, maybe you've been in situations where you've had disloyal people around you, disloyal partners. Because the Eight of Swords energy for me is definitely talking about some sort of lack mentality, some sort of idea that something is going to go wrong before it's even started. You're already going into something here feeling it can't work out because of this Eight of Swords energy. And the Five of Swords is telling me you're all ready to run. So you have runner energy here. It could be that you are dealing with someone who is a runner, who was in a third party here, with the King of Cups, Three of Cups. This to me looks like runner energy. But when I look at the Five of Swords and the Eight of Swords, for me there's an energy of scarpering before you've even given something a chance, because you're fearing that perhaps this person may cheat on you, maybe there's someone else in the picture, maybe something will happen this time, and you're already in flight mode here. You're already in flight mode. You're already seeing the negative aspects of this particular situation rather than looking at the positive ones. All right, let's just see where we're going. All right, so I have the Two of Swords. See, you're cutting and running here. Queen of Wands, and you're a match for this person. All right, and the Eight of Wands. Okay, so what I'm feeling here is I'm going to go through the mini story first, because I feel like Spirit is taking me in a slightly different direction. Nine of Wands coming through. You've cycled something before. You've done it before. And your fear now is with this Nine of Wands that you're going to do this again. Funny how I nearly said the Nine of Swords, which is about anxiety and fear. So I'm feeling that energy here as well. So I feel like you've done something more than once here. And now you're fearing that no matter what happens, you're going to do things again. Now you've done a lot of work on yourself here, but I also feel that you may be being given a love offer here with the Ace of Cups. But for some unknown reason, you're seeing it as part of this illusion that you've encountered before. Now, the universe is saying to you here with the Sun that actually this is an incredibly good opportunity. Don't get into this fear, this worry, this disappointment here, because this person here comes from the heart. This opportunity you have here is from the heart. But you see, what I see here is somebody who wants to run. So for some of you, you may have been in some sort of situation, say for example, twin flame situation, where somebody has done this to you, and now they're possibly coming back in to offer you something, and you're all ready to run here. So you're in run energy. You've got communication coming through here, and I feel like it's either from a Leo, Sag, Aries, or a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or somebody who has both those elements. We have strong water and fire here. And I feel like somehow or another you want to run from this situation. The High Priestess is here with the Chariot and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups in this reading. So there's a lot of love in this reading. We also have the King and the Queen of Wands. And we have the Chariot with the High Priestess. So there is very much this energy here of the universe asking you to see this situation for what it is. Don't read into your old stories. Don't come at this through some sort of old story you've created for yourself. Now, this is very much this energy of not feeling you deserve something, that things are going to go wrong, that it really isn't right for you. But you're basing that in your old stories, and you've done all this work around your self-love. So the universe is asking you this time to see this in a very different way. I feel like with the Chariot here, there is an energy of moving forward, but at the moment I feel like you're in this energy of wanting to run, refuse it, not have anything to do with it because of your past energies. But there's a beautiful, there is great love here. The King and Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups for me top the cake. That's the icing. The High Priestess is really asking you now to tap into your intuition. It's like you've learned, you had to learn from what happened in the past. You can't adopt that. It's an old story. It needs to be let go. It doesn't serve you anymore to be stuck in that old story. And that's what you've worked with. You need to close out the Nine of Pentacles. You need to take the next Ace of Wands and just let it go. It's an old story. It doesn't serve you anymore. And I see a lot of happiness in this situation, but you have to be prepared. There's the Hanged Man. Five of Wands. Yep. Page of Cups. Look, there's a lot of deliberation here around an offer. You have strong Pisces, Cancer energy coming through in this reading, so I feel like you are dealing with a water sign, but you're definitely dealing with someone who has great love. And I feel like they're going to make an offer, whoever this person is. It could be somebody that you have just met. It could be somebody here from your past. With the Three of Cups makes me feel like it's some sort of reunion or some sort of energy of coming together. But I feel like here you're very much in your head here, trying to sort out what you want. But I feel like here you will accept the cup, because you're going to understand that the work you've been doing has led you to this particular situation. And I feel like you're going to accept what you're being offered. All right, let's have a look at an oracle card. I feel like it's, oh, I thought it was the Pleiades card again. I was going to say, really? You're going to do that again? But it's not. It is the card of protection. And I get that. That's beautiful to get that out, because that's exactly how you're feeling. Like you're feeling like you're being overprotective of yourself and you're going to miss a great opportunity. So this is about calling back your power, cutting the cords, and soul retrieval. You're being called to protect your energy and call back your power. May all the lost pieces return home now. Take a look at who and what drains your energy. Do not keep your tabs open. Shut down energetically each night. Energetic cords are formed between two people, places, objects, and events, so it's important to keep checking in. Your energy and energetic space are sacred, so treat them as such. Keeping your energy clear takes work. As we go through life, we can give away our power, so it's important that we call it back by cutting energetic cords or doing a form of healing known as soul retrieval. Now, I tell people you should do soul retrievals. Everybody should do that. Every time you have a relationship, whether that's a relationship with a family member, a friend, or even a love interest, you leave a little bit of yourself behind. And you need to do this because you become depleted, but you're also carrying around this energy, this victim energy with you. So you need to pull that back. So I feel like here it says, can you think of a traumatic event, relationship, or soul memory that you're being called to call back your power from? So maybe you're needing to do that because you're still coming from these old stories. You need to wipe the slate clean. You need to give this person a chance. You need to move forward and do what's right for you. But that is not advice from me. That is the advice that you will be thinking through. That is the advice that the universe is trying to bring through to you with the High Priestess. Because here it's saying, it's sort of that don't look a gift horse in the mouth energy. It's about you understanding that perhaps you need to rethink whether your old stories are holding you back from opportunities. It's more than likely not so much about the situation as it is in you understanding how your old stories are still playing in your head. I'll leave you with that. Thank you.